Teenagers spend a lot of time in their bedroom. I know I did. So they need a space they can call their own, one that functions as a bridge between childhood and adulthood.
So I'll transform this bedroom from childlike to chic, turning a young girl's disjointed space into a spot any teenage girl would love to hang out.
And since the environment is one of the biggest concerns amongst young people today, I'm going to make this room as green as I can.
Lindsay is just 16, but she knows what she wants. And that's a bedroom that reflects her true personality.
For me, I feel like my room is just stuff that's been thrown together over the years.
She lives with her family in this spacious modern home, but it's her bedroom where she spends the majority of her time.
I read in my room, watch TV. I do my homework there. That's where my friends and I hang out.
Lately, though, it's feeling a bit young.
I really want my room to reflect the age I'm at right now.
And a little cluttered.
I have nowhere to put anything. Everything just gets clustered on my desk.
Oh, you have a nice big room. And you have your own bathroom.
I know.
I have this thing where I don't like a television in a bedroom.
It doesn't need to be here.
Okay.
It can go.
And how about this glorious piece? Do you love this?
I would like to keep it if it fits with the room.
Okay.
But it's not something that's necessary.
Oh, you have a lot of ballet slippers. These are very pretty. So do you want to keep these? Do you like them hanging on the wall?
I don't know if they need to be hanging on the wall, but I definitely like having that reminder in my room.
Any colors you don't want to work with?
I really, really don't like the color green.
So what does she like?
What about this type of pattern?
I think it's so busy.
Stripes.
Yeah, I don't like the stripes.
No stripes?
No.
How about a very graphic?
I think that's too much.
How about a damask?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I don't want white on the walls.
No busy patterns, no florals, no damask, no super bright colors, no big flowers. Nature inspired, but no green.
Yes.
Okay. How about this one? This is nature inspired.
I kind of like this one.
And this would work with the wainscoting. We could have this as our neutral backdrop and then have shots of color in the room.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, why don't we flag?
Phew! Now that we're over that hurdle, I can turn my attention to the real challenge, establishing a multifunctional bedroom with a comfortable area for reading, a healthy spot to study, and of course, a place for Lindsay to sleep.
As soon as she wakes up in the morning, she is faced with her bathroom. So I'm going to switch the bed around and put it against this wall.
And we'll replace Lindsay's futon with a new mattress and box spring. Then we'll put away this bright bedding and I'll introduce something a little more sophisticated and simple, made from natural and eco-friendly materials.
I'm going to have Christian make her a proper headboard.
I'll design one that's a unique shape and color and takes up less space than an entire bed frame.
Then we're going to take her desk, which is a dining table, and that was cute when she was young. It's got this fun paint treatment, but it's not working for her now.
So we'll give it away and get Lindsay something a little more streamlined. To accessorize the desk, I know an artist who produces nature-inspired, one-of-a-kind ceramic pieces. And for hours of productive study, we'll find Lindsay an ergonomic and stylish chair. Then, because these shutters are broken, Lindsay can't get at the window to open it. So we'll replace them with a simple roll shade.
I'm going to get her some storage for her school supplies and some shelving for her books. I'm going to put a seating area in here for socializing, and when her friends aren't here, she can curl up with a great book.
I'll recycle this disjointed collection of hand-me-down furniture and find Lindsay a bedside table and a substantial dresser for her clothes. Then I'll layer in mirrors and photographs and pretty accessories. I'll give away this psychedelic rug and replace it with a durable and long-lasting wool carpet in a neutral tone. And for some color, I'll add a beautiful piece of original art.
And then I need to get Lindsay some proper lighting. This room is going to be a study in light bulbs. I need to get her some task lighting for her desk, proper bedside table lighting, and a reading light for her seating area. And this is going to be a room where she will never want to leave.
For my inspiration, I'm taking my lead from Lindsay's love of ballet and these coveted shoes to create a bedroom that's gracefully appointed yet deceptively strong. I'll use structured, functional furniture, contemporary shapes, and modern metallic finishes in direct contrast to a gentle color palette of sand, cream, and pale turquoise, along with soft organic bedding and natural fabrics. The end result? A stunning and eco-friendly makeover for a green teen. A beautiful bedroom that will suit Lindsay's needs today and for years to come.
Every choice we make, we want it to be the greenest choice possible. I want you to find an ergonomic chair.
Okay.
Bring me the options that are the least office-y looking.
Okay. Did you want a desk to go with it?
I want a desk.
Okay.
She definitely needs a new desk. I want a glass top desk.
And it's an Enviro material?
Yes. Christian.
Yeah, what do you have for me?
I want you to make a headboard.
Okay.
I want something that has squares in it because it'll mimic what's happening in the wainscoting.
I'm gonna do that in low VOC paint for sure. And I'm probably gonna do this out of solid wood rather than MDF or plywood or something like
Good.
that. Just stay away from the glues and stuff that are in there.
Awesome. It's gonna be a great room, and I have 1,001 things to do up there, so.
We'll get moving.
All right, then.
Finding a chair that's good for your body and the environment is a lot easier than it used to be. Many companies today are offering furniture that's produced using renewable energy and made from eco-friendly materials that can eventually be recycled.
I love this chair. This one actually demonstrates flexible comfort, so it's really supportive for your wrists and your back, and it's made of 100% recyclable polypropylene, which is fantastic. This one is called the Mira chair, and it's actually very comfortable as well. It's the epitome of ergonomics in the way it moves and all the adjustments it can make.
Meanwhile, we've sourced a box spring made from certified wood. And Christian is trying to wrap his head around the headboard for the bed.
Just wanted to show you the different types of joints I use in here.
Remember when you were a teenager and you spent all your time with your friends or in your room with your friends? That's why it's so important for teenagers to have a space that reflects their age and style.
So we're transforming a young girl's bedroom into a green teen's dream, using eco-friendly materials, natural textures, and nature-inspired touches. We'll look to Lindsay's collection of ballet shoes for our soft and delicate color palette of cream and turquoise, offset by cool metal finishes and the strong lines of our structured furniture. From an inviting bed to a comfortable seating area to a study space complete with an ergonomic chair, Lindsay's new bedroom will be a sophisticated and multifunctional space.
I love this wallpaper. It is perfect. It's modern, but the coloring of it is a little traditional.
Which means it works with the wainscoting, and it's made in part from recycled paper.
The one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is this hot pink chandelier. It's just really jumping out in the space, so I'm not sure. The desk could not be more perfect. It's not taking up a lot of visual space, and the lamp we found is perfect because this tree mimics the nature-inspired theme that's happening in the wallpaper.
And we'll introduce another nod to nature in the form of handcrafted vessels for Lindsay's small school supplies.
These little tub chairs are perfect for a bedroom,
And I'll have washable turquoise slipcovers made that can even be updated with a new fabric down the road.
I have Christian making me a graphic modern headboard.
Then I'll add a vintage dresser for Lindsay's clothes, plus a shelf for all her books.
I'm gonna wallpaper a small filing cabinet that will house all of Lindsay's school supplies. What are you doing sitting on the stairs?
No, I was out sourcing some of the chairs for Lindsay's desk.
Yeah, I don't like that one. This one looks like the law firm office. Oh, this one's better. That's starting to feel a little more like it because of the white.
Yeah.
That one's cute. It's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's more stylish. I think this is the one.
Sam had this really elaborate design for Lindsay's headboard. It ended up being a bit of a study in joinery. I'm using poplar because it grows quickly, making it a good eco choice, and it takes paint really well. Our inside lattice is made from 2x2s, and for proportion, Sam wants the frame twice as wide. For the smaller stock inside the lattice here, I used a mitered dowel joint at the corners. That's a really strong joint, and there's no risk of splitting the ends with a screw. The wood glue I'm using is water-based and contains no solvents, which means it's non-toxic, and you can find it at just about any hardware store. Where these pieces intersect and cross each other, I use a dadoed lap joint. I'll show you what that looks like. There's a cutout on this piece, and there's a cutout on the piece that's receiving it. So when these two pieces lock together, just a little bit of glue and one screw through the backside that's not visible, it's gonna be really solid. Now I needed to attach it to the frame, and I do that with a simple butt joint. So literally, the ends of the wood butt into the surface of the surround. I would just apply a bit of glue, and I would screw from the backside right into the end of the stock here. After I glue this all together, just want to do a little bit of sanding, the usual primer, 2 coats of finish paint, and this poplar is going to have a really nice finish to it.
While Christian finishes off the headboard, I head to the studio of Jennifer Graham, a porcelain artist whose nature-inspired work and concern for the environment is in keeping with our teenagers' eco-sensibility.
I use vintage fabrics, stuff that people don't use anymore, all beautiful hand embroideries that you find for nothing everywhere, and I use that to emboss the work.
And she's using what's called mid-fire porcelain, which requires less heat and therefore less energy to fire her pieces.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Sam.
I've caught you in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
I'm working on this teenager's room. She loves nature-inspired things, but she also likes very modern things. So I'm hoping that you have something like that.
I do, yeah. I have something right here.
And a box full of it.
A box full.
I love that there's the black inside of it. It's kind of, this is the perfect piece. I love these bowls. These are the perfect size for paper clips. I'm gonna take a lot of ceramics today.
In the meantime, we're painting a new bookshelf from a big box store that uses wood from sustainably managed forests. And we've already refurbished this antique dresser from a vintage store with low VOC paint and some nature-inspired hardware. Plus,
Julia and I are recovering a filing cabinet. I want to up the pretty quotient of this cabinet. It's safe to say teenagers have a lot on their minds. That's why their bedrooms are so important to them, because it's a place they can call their own.
so we're creating a space that Lindsay can enjoy today as much as she will tomorrow. By taking our inspiration from her love of ballet, we're introducing a graceful color palette and soft textures, side by side with glass, metal, and clean lines. And since this room is for a green teen, we're using eco-friendly products, natural materials, and refurbished vintage pieces. Christian has finished our cool custom headboard, and I've got a side table in mind that will match it. And our artist porcelain pieces will provide the perfect place for Lindsay's school and writing supplies.
As soon as you walk into the room now, it's very calm, soothing, soft colors, and then boom, you have this really hot chandelier. So it's out of here, and look at the replacement. I love that the bronze color picks up on the drum table. And here's the fabric for the tub chairs. A soft turquoise color in a quatrefoil pattern. The other one is being measured so that we have the tightest, most tailored slip covers ever. We took away the California shutters because Lindsay wasn't able to open her window.
So I've replaced them with a simple roll shade. Up top, I'll add organic cotton side panels.
And then we got this chest of drawers from a secondhand store for $65.
We'll add a mirror on top and a pretty table lamp.
Lindsay didn't have any place to store her books or any of her accessories, so I got her a cabinet. It's got 2 glass doors that have to be attached, and that's just gonna keep everything dust-free.
And to keep Lindsay's stationery in order, Julie and I are creating a piece pretty enough for the bedroom from this office cabinet.
So we have a fabulous wallpaper. We only need 2 cuts of wallpaper, one for the back and one for all 3 sides. The first thing we need to do is measure, and we're going to add a 1/2 inch on all sides. We're going to be using contact cement. And contact cement has come a long way. This is water soluble and it has no toxins and no smell. We're gonna roll the contact cement onto the wallpaper and onto the cabinet. So I'm gonna make sure that it's lined up straight. I'm going from the inside out just to remove any air bubbles. And I'm gonna make 2 cuts on the top corners on a 45-degree angle, and then 2 cuts on the bottom corners. You're gonna wrap like a present.
Now for the trickier piece. For this piece, which goes up one side, over the top, and down the other, we're going to line up the paper along the back edge of the cabinet, leaving a full inch on the front edge.
Good.
Now we'll trim off the bottom all the way around. For the front of the cabinet, we took the inch of overhanging wallpaper, folded it at the corners, and tucked it around the drawers for a finished look.
And we've completely transformed this filing cabinet in about an hour.
Our natural wool carpet is durable and long-lasting. And by reinforcing our prefab cabinet, Christian is ensuring that it has a long life too. I'm covering the back panel with the same beautiful paper as the filing cabinet so that Lindsay will want to keep it forever. Our refurbished dresser is home to one of our eclectic table lamps. And speaking of lighting,
Hi, Julia.
Hi. I'm putting in these incandescent light bulbs in the chandelier.
and because it's on a dimmer switch, Lindsay will be able to control not only the light level, but also the amount of energy she's using.
And then what about the bedside tables?
The bedside table, I chose a halogen, and that gives off a warm glow, but it's great because you can also still save in energy costs.
And they also last longer than incandescents. And
A halogen light is better because it doesn't simulate daylight, so it's not going to keep her up at night. And what about the desk lamp?
Well, I thought that's where we could use the compact fluorescents because they're really great for concentrating and staying alert.
that's because these bulbs simulate daylight. They also use 75% less energy and last up to 10 times longer than incandescents.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Decorating a teenager's bedroom is a design challenge. It needs to be youthful, but not too childish and not overly sophisticated.
Lindsay's bedroom was full of hand-me-downs. Now it's a gorgeous and relaxing space. What was a humdrum kids' room is now an enchanting and eco-friendly place to sleep, socialize, and study.
One of the most dramatic changes in this room is this nature-inspired wallpaper. It's made from recycled paper. It's the perfect backdrop to our flashes of soft turquoise throughout the space. We've added in this nature-inspired chandelier. It feels much more soothing. And of course, it works so well with our nature-inspired lamp on the desk.
And we continued that motif with this striking piece of original art.
Christian made this fabulous headboard out of sustainable wood,
And then he finished it with 2 coats of low VOC paint.
and then we got her a brand new mattress and box spring. All the bedding is organic cotton.
We refurbished this old chest of drawers, added a mirror, a table lamp for ambient lighting, and a framed photo for a personal touch.
Before, Lindsay didn't have any place to sit with her girlfriends. And because we have such a large bedroom, I was able to add in a seating area with 2 small tub chairs. The thing I love about this is we slip covered them in a quatrefoil pattern. That references the graphic pattern in our headboard. And then I love this bronzed drum table because it functions as a side table, but if another girlfriend comes over, she can hang out and sit on it. And then I added in this lamp so that she can curl up in one of her tub chairs and read a book. She needed a new desk, but we've got her something that's a little bit more sophisticated with this glass desk. It doesn't take up a lot of visual space. We flanked the desk with 2 organic cotton side panels and added in just a soft roll shade to diffuse the light. Julia sourced her the most fabulous ergonomic chair. And what finishes off the desk area is a wallpapered filing cabinet. Doesn't look so officey anymore. Beside the desk, I've positioned a bookcase. It's a great spot for Lindsay to store all of her school books and all of her pretty things like her ballet slippers. And then this little taboret table functions as the perfect bedside table because it fits this space so well. And of course, it's in the same tone as our soft blue headboard.
Then this wool carpet is a durable and natural product, making it an eco-friendly choice.
I love the transformation of this room to what feels like a young adult's apartment. And I know that Lindsay is going to love this space.
Oh my God, it's so pretty. I was so surprised at how well the room just pulled together and everything looked great together. I love the chairs. The biggest difference in this space is definitely having the chairs there and having somewhere for everyone to be able to sit instead of using my floor and my bed.
Do you love it?
Oh, it's beautiful, Sam.
Yeah? I want you to try this chair out.
It's so comfortable.
Yeah?
Maybe I'll actually use my desk for homework now.
Everything in this room, I tried to make as green as possible. So I hope that I hit the nail on the head for you.
You did. It looks beautiful. I love it.
Oh, I'm so glad. Designing for a teenager, you just like, it makes you sweat a little bit, you know? Lindsay's new bedroom is eco-friendly and age-appropriate for a growing teen. She now has the space to sleep restfully, to study properly, and of course, to socialize with her girlfriends. Ever wish you were young again?